Alright everybody, welcome to the opening video of the channel where we're going to be opening this Modern Horizons 3 collector booster. Kind of an interesting time with Assassin's Creed being right around the corner, the Bloombro not far right after that, but MH3 is still kind of the current hotness, and I mean, let's be honest, the set's cracked, it's awesome. And I personally really like the bundles they do for every set. And the fact that they went with this sweet, I've been calling it the collector bundle, just because it comes with that collector booster. But let's get right into it. Let's crack it open and see what we get. We'll get a little profile art mini poster thing. Oh sweet, you get like a whole cool little mini poster thing with it. That's sweet. Ooh, even the bundle art's like all foily. That's sweet. Just pop it open and see what we get. Obviously get all your, you get your collector booster, you get your land pack, which is one of the reasons I love the bundles, because I'm a brewing fanatic, so having a bunch of lands around is sweet. Plus they come with full art lands now, so that's even better. And you get your 9 play boosters. And ooh, I don't know if this is special to the collector's bundle or if this is just one of the dice you can get, but I only got those kind of translucent green dices in my gift bundle. But you get this sweet kind of sparkly spin down D20. That's awesome. Move this off to the side for now. So you obviously get your land packs and your promo card. I think the promo card is location based, but I might have misunderstood that. But you get a sweet foily power balance out of this, and then your foil land pack. You get 30 lands, 10 of which are full art, and 5 of those full arts are foil. So let's just kind of get a little region set up. We'll start with the play boosters, and we'll round it out with the finale being the collector booster. So we'll just get into it. We'll go pack 1. I believe these collector bundles, gift bundles, whatever they're calling them, are around 125. At least that's what I kind of mathed out what mine ended up being after buying a couple other accessories. So we'll kind of keep like a running total on the screen. We'll try and see like how good we're doing and if we can try and break even. Kind of just gloss through the commons. The commons are great in this set, but not a whole lot we need to kind of get into with those. Same with the uncommons. Get your dual land per pack. Oh, sweet, we got Springheart. He's cool. I've got a couple of him. Sweet landfall, bestow, kind of enchantress theme. We got a foily, glimpse the impossible, and a moonfolk token. So we're gonna keep our rares, and maybe any other interesting foils, kind of just right there. Getting in the package 2. Basking Brutes go. Pair him with Rosy Cotton from Lord of the Rings set, and you have a accidental broken infinite combo. Have fun with infinite mana and a infinitely gigantic thing. Ooh, we got the Sapphire Medallion. Sweet. I pulled one of these upon release. Hey, Arena of Glory as well. It's cool. The Unstable Amulet. Wow, this is quite the play booster, actually. And a mountain and a gremlin. Yeah, I got a Sapphire Medallion on release weekend, but medallions are always sweet. So can't be too mad about that. Got an art card out of this pack. It's the, if I can read it, Ether Refinery. That's cool. I like using the art cards for kind of stand-in proxies when I'm playing on Spell Table. They end up working really well for that. Oh, Cursed Marauder, he's cool. 2 mana, destroy. Get around hexproof and force your opponent to potentially get rid of something that's really helping them out. Dual land, monocolor, prowess, Pinnacle Monk, Warren Powerstone. Oh, cool. It's 3, but you get double wingding. Ooh, we got one of the flares. We got the Flare of Malice. Sacrifice a non-token black creature instead of its mana cost. Each opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker with the greatest mana value. Not the best flare, but not bad removal. And then Eviscerator's Insight for our foil slot. Flare of Malice is cool. It's not bad. Hard casting, it's probably going to feel kind of bad, but especially if you're kind of in like a weak board state, or if you've only got one non-token creature, force your opponents to sack their biggest / most expensive thing, which is always removal's always nice. Blue-black double, Angel of the Ruins, Ugin's Binding, Devoid. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Whenever you cast a colorless spell with mana value 7 or greater, exile Ugin's Binding. You may exile Ugin's Binding from your graveyard. When you do, return each non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. So if you're playing big things, potential Psych Rift in for free. We got a Foil Suppression Ray, which is the blue-white tapped dual. Orderly Plaza. You get energy, and you get to tap all things someone controls. We have full art plans, just sweet, and then the Eldrazi spawn. Not bad so far. The play boosters are cool. I think they can sometimes be kind of hit or miss. You can get some gas out of them, but then I feel like you end up still getting kind of a lot of chaff. So, I don't know, that's just my opinion. Bought a couple boxes. I've not really been super happy with what I've gotten out of the play boosters generally. Hit that Herald's the End, one in a wingding. Stuff costs less, and other colorless creatures get bigger. Just nice. Volatile Stormdrake. One in a blue for a 3/2 with flying, hexproof from activated and triggered abilities. So it seems a little niche. When Volatile Stormdrake enters the battlefield, exchange control of Volatile Stormdrake and target creature an opponent controls. If you do, you get 4 energy. Then sacrifice that creature unless you pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value. Oh, interesting. One in a blue, especially if you've already got some other energy generators to steal something. Seems interesting. Foil Conduit Goblin, and then a double-side stand-in card. Playing non-sleeve. Write down what your double-sided card is, so you have it there, so you're not showing off the backside of your card. Speaking of backside, we've got an art. We've got Blaster Hulk. God, I love the art in Magic the Gathering. It just looks so sweet. Fanged Flames, one in a red, do 4 damage. That's really good removal. Especially if you're playing in like faster formats where it's a bunch of cheap little dudes. Witch Enchanter. Ophiomancer. 2 and a black for a 2/2 with, at the beginning of each upkeep, if you control no snakes, create a 1/1 black snake with Death Touch. Okay, guaranteed blocker each turn, potentially. Ooh, we got a second rare. Got the Party Thrasher, 1 and a red for a 1/4 with non-creature spells you cast from exile have Convoke. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may discard a card. If you do, exile the top 2 cards of your library, then choose one of them this turn. You may play that card this turn. Cool, we'll play off the top of your library, especially if you can kind of stack it if you have a Scry 3 or something. Or a Ponder, stuff like that. Foil Horrific Assault, ooh, and a foil Full Art Plains. That's sweet. Let's put it in the foil pile. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry, random coughing fit right there. The pack was pretty good. Got a couple rares, got a foil Full Art. Can't be too mad about that one. Oh, really quick. Art card. Shilgengar, Sire of Famine. Speaking of Gengar, there he is. You got two of them on the table. Sorry, I just saw that Kami Jealous Thirst, and it's just for some reason thought a Kami deck was a thing. Strix Serenade. Single blue pip to counter target artifact, creature, or planeswalker spell. Its controller gets a 2/2 bird with flying. You know, it's a cheap counter spell. It's a little, especially if they're casting something big and destructive, having creature-wise. If they're casting like an Eldrazi or some big game ender creature, some massive flyer, then it's a good way to get rid of it. Replace it with something small, but I think a lot of the powerful stuff is going to end up missing, just because instants and sorceries are what make and break a lot of games. But, you know, not bad if you need a cheap counterspell. And foil Fangs of Colonia. Should make sure I'm not sliding out of frame really quick. Gonna try and tighten all this up. Only two more play boosters, and then we have the coveted collector booster right after. Coming right along, no art card this time. Just kind of glancing through the commons, seeing if anything kind of catches my eye. Some interesting things. The Spawn Gang seems interesting. Oh, this one's nice. One in a Boros hybrid to double target creature's power and give it first strike. Good way to just slam down on something if you're attacking into kind of a bad situation. Fanatic of Ronos. Really cool little mana dork. 1 and a green, tapped, add a green. Ferocious, add 4 green. Activate only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Then Eternalize for 2 and 2 green. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie snake druid with no mana cost. Eternalize only as a sorcery. He seems like he's, especially if you're in like a creature deck, it seems really easy to get him big. Or not get him big, get him tapping for a lot of mana. Kind of like that mana dork from the Baldur's Gate set, where once you've completed a dungeon, he taps for 6 green. Regular Plains and Phyrexian Germ. Good ramp, especially if you're playing big fat creatures. Got an art card this time. Territory Color. Ooh, that's sweet. Eldrazi spaghetti monster. Last play booster. Let's see if it's got some gas, or if we're gonna end up with just some cool rares. Trickster's Elk. I don't think I've seen this one. Oh. 2 and a green, Oko something. Or 1 and a green to Oko something. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Monumental Henge. Just got a borderless version of this last night. When Monumental Henge enters the battlefield, there's no when at the start of that sentence. Monumental Henge enters the battlefield tapped unless you control planes. Tapped, add a white, 2 and 2 white, and tap this. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. Then we got a foil Basic Mountain, and then a foil Writhing Chrysalis. I just went to go reach for a pack. There's nothing there. We are officially onto the coveted collector booster. We're going to kind of clean up the station just a little bit for this. It's a big moment. Collector boosters are sweet. You very consistently get some gas out of them. You've got like 5 rare slots, so it's a lot harder to miss with a collector booster. They are remarkably more expensive. I think the collector boosters, at least at my game store, are going for $35, where the play boosters are going for $8 or $9. So they're quite a bit more expensive, and they are, no matter the set, usually 3 or 4 times the price of just your play booster or your draft or set booster, depending on how old the set is. But like I said, you get so many rare slots that it's hard to miss. Plus, cool thing in my opinion is it is double-sided, which kind of sucks, but even your tokens foily, which is awesome if you're trying to bling out your tokens. Oh, that's just spoiling myself a little bit. We've got a profile card back there, so we'll kind of try and keep the magic alive. Keep it, yeah. Notice we only get 4 commons. Like, really, especially in the modern sets where even the commons are just so powerful, it can, you know, you don't get as much decent fluff to fill out your decks if you need just some decent commons for whatever format you're playing. But like I said, you get a lot of powerful rares, so you know, can't be all bad. Sink into Stupor, Full Art Swamp, Consuming Corruption for one of our old borders, and Nesting Grounds. I think I now have 3 of those. Eldrazi Linebreaker, Devoid Trample for 1 Wingding and a red Wingding, aka colorless, for 3/3 with Devoid and Trample. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains haste and gets +X/+O until end of turn, where X is the number of Eldrazi's you control. Right? Eldrazi, Typal, Kindred, whatever it's called nowadays. Not bad. Quorum the Undertaker, sweet profile version. The Tarmogoyf Precon's probably my favorite out of the 4. The Oma one's insane for a Precon, but I think the Jund one's probably my favorite to play. Detective's Phoenix, 2 and a red for 2/2 with Bestow for single red pip and Collect Evidence 6. I think Collect Evidence is exile mana value required by the number specified from your graveyard. I think that's it. If not, I will put a correction on screen for what Collect Evidence actually is. But it's got Flying Haste. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has Flying and Haste. You may cast Detective's Phoenix from your graveyard using its Bestow ability. Well, that's sweet. That might actually go in my my Wylith Voltron commander deck. That seems sweet. Ooh, we got a Wooded Foothills. We got one of the fetch lands. Let's go. Fetch lands are sweet. I love the old borders as well. So the old borders a hit for me. Ooh, sweet. Hell yeah, I was wanting one of her. We got Arna Kennerud, Sky Captain, 2 and an Esper, aka white, blue, black, for a 4/4 with flying and lifelink and ward. Discard a card. Whenever a modified creature you control attacks, double the number of each kind of counter on it. Then, for each non-token permanent attached to it, create a token that's a copy of that permanent attached to that creature. Really good in a Voltron setting. I might see if there's anything in my Boros Wylith Voltron commander deck. Otherwise, I was really wanting one of hers so I could be around her. Plus, we got the profile shiny version. So that's pretty sweet. Go ahead and lay out kind of all of our rares. Any hits we got? Ooh, punching my desk. I don't know how much the power balance is going to go for. Profile Quorum's pretty sweet. Arna Kennerud and the Wooded Foothills I know are going to be pretty good hits. The Detective Phoenix seems sweet. This seems fine. Monumental Henge is cool. Defective Fanatic of Rohan-Nas is sweet. Strict Serenade is fine. Party Thrasher seems neat. Ophiomancer was cool. Volatile Stormdrake. Thievery is fun, I guess, if that's your jam. Ugin's Binding. Flare of Malice. Arena of Glory. Medallion's a pretty good hit. And then the Spring Heart and Antuco. Well, let's say all in all, I'm not sure how we're looking value-wise compared to the $125-ish price tag for the bundle, but really it's not too bad. The MH3 set's sweet. Everything's cracked and super valuable. So it's not like this is going to be a huge miss by any stretch of the imagination. So all in all, pretty good bundle. Said it at the opening. I love the bundles. I mean, you get just a pretty decent chunk. That's how I call it. You get like a pretty decent grip of cards from the set. Plus you get the lands. So if you pull something you end up wanting to brew around, you've got the lands to be able to put it together. Well, thank you so much for watching. We're going to try and do a pack opening once a week, and hopefully here soon we'll be able to start doing some actual gameplay videos as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave any comments if you think I missed anything. If there's a comment or uncommon that's actually cracked that I just glossed over, make sure to let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.